My name is Zina Saro-Wiwa. I'm a British-Nigerian artist. I currently live in Los Angeles, but I was born in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and brought up in the UK. My art practice is, I consider myself an environmental artist. Companies that have exploited the land and the military government that have sort of supported them in their exploitations. And so there's a lot of pollution, and we're, predominantly a farm. And my father, campaigned against it peacefully. But then ultimately, the troubles led to his death, and he was hanged by the Nigerian government on trumped up charges. I wanted to make work about my father because I hadn't mourned him. So I decided to, I wanted to make a documentary. At the time, I was working at the BBC as a producer, as a presenter, and, radio and television. And, documentary was my language at the time, and I tried to make a documentary, but there was almost too much. There's too much in it to be able to hold the whole story and all my feelings. And for me, I can't speak death into where I'm from because death is all around me. I have to find life. And the way you do that is to connect with nature and to connect with the land. And so, one of the things I really adore, even though I didn't discover her till a bit later, was Vandana Shiva, and she talks about soil, not oil. And that's really my approach as well. I'm just like, who are we without oil? Because that story, even if people are trying to say, oh, a terrible thing happened, we're still being defined by this thing that I'm like, well, what else have we got to say? Who else are we? And those tools, that information is all there. The land is screaming, is just dying to connect with us at all times. And if you do that, if you go as an artist and have a much more feminized approach, actually, to the land, that's where my work has emerged.